This is Land Rover Discovery 2, 2001. That these are our aftermarket slash do-it-yourself diff breather tubes. So you have three diffs or three under vehicle transfer case or differential assemblies. You got your front diff, your rear diff, and you got your transfer case. Each one has a breather in it for, I'm not 100% sure, but I believe it needs some sort of air to escape in order to accommodate for temperature changes and the associated pressure differentials that are created. There were original hoses that came out of there. They were kind of hard plastic tubes. Two of them came under the front of the car and went inside of the wheel well, up into here. One came into the back. If you have one that's never been touched, you'll see that it comes up to underneath in here somewhere up in the back. So it's fairly high. It's about the height of the wheel well here. But you can extend them a little higher and bring them up into the engine bay. There's actually one that was originally, this is still the original one, your third from the bottom tube here, just down in there. You can see that thing moving. That is one of the diff breathers. I forget which one that is exactly, but I think it might be your transfer case, center transfer case. The other ones, you can put some fuel line hose on it to extend it, basically put that over the original tube and then put a little hose clamp on there like that, and then just run it up to the front of the truck and put it under the hood. Some people take the extra mile and they run them in through their snorkels, up the snorkel, and they actually put them up in the tube of the snorkel. I think myself, if you're going that deep in water, that's probably last of your worries, because I've had vehicles pretty deep. I've had this thing pretty deep. Your limiting factor is really back there in your ignition coil pack or your spark plugs, which once those start to get wet or too wet, then it limits spark. Your cylinders start not firing, and then you're going to be stuck in the water anyways, at which point, you're not really worried about the air going in your tubes. Although you might be worried about that, because even if your engine stops, as long as nothing goes in your engine from an air intake perspective or in your diffs, you can still get towed out and then dry things out and then continue on at some point. So, considerations. It is kind of a good idea in some ways. People do it obviously for a reason, but these ones are just tubes. This is a tube put onto the existing tube, like this width here. And this one was a tube that was connected with a little vacuum adapter. You plug one into the one side, plug the other one into the other tube, and you just extend it. So you're just using a little extender vacuum hose adapter. So things to consider. Have you looked at your breather tubes for your front, rear, and center diffs? Think about it. Like and subscribe.